All right, guys, so it is a tough time to be a buyer, let's put it that way. And the deal that I was pursuing is now dead. I'm so sad to say, and I'm literally sad to say it. And that's why this video is so important for me to share with you guys, because your feelings are gonna get wrapped up in your money too. And we make terrible decisions, stupid decisions when that happens. So I wanna walk you through the timeline and explain why this deal isn't moving forward. And hopefully you'll take away the same message that I have from this experience, and it'll help at least one of you not waste time and also obviously make the best decisions. And there's one key secret to how you can do that, so stick around to the end. So guys, this property was on the market for $625,000. As I'd mentioned, it has been on the market for almost 500 days. That's like a year and a half. That's crazy, right? And so you look at that and go, well, there's obviously red flags here. Property's meticulous. 5 acres, it's just gorgeous. It's got a little creek running through it. And so you start to scratch your head, and there's one big problem. It is adjacent to this massive rock quarry. And that's how the guy ended up with the property in the first place. His boss owns the quarry, and he gave him this property. And so now he has all the surrounding land, and they want to dig that land up too. So it's really affecting the marketability of this house. It doesn't matter that it appraised for $650,000. Nobody wants to buy it. So I came to that seller ready to make the purchase, and I was willing to pay in full. That's the crazy part. I fell so much in love with this property that I would have given them basically their asking price less what they were going to pay the real estate agents. And so I went to her and I said, are you guys, firm on using an agent? And for whatever reason they were. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think this agent is necessarily doing a whole lot to benefit them right now, considering she hasn't been able to sell the property herself. And we actually found this home through a friend of a friend. So she wasn't even the reason that we came in as an interested party. And so they were unwilling to work with us without the agent, probably a contract in place there. Because of that, I was encouraged to then go out and use my team. Now, my team consists of some really successful real estate investors, and one of my team members, one of my coaches, my personal mentors, started as a coaching member, in fact, through VIP. He came in and said, I wouldn't pay a dime more than $540,000 for this property. So I would have paid somewhere closer to 600, which would have been their bottom barrel price. That was their final and best, was 600,000. Instead, he encourages me to offer 510,000, $115,000 different than what they were asking for. So that's a pretty big jump, especially in what is widely considered to be a seller's market right now. And of course they didn't take it. They countered with 610, and they said they wouldn't go below 600. So we kind of knew what their basement was, and we're just not going to come to that common ground. And so I want to kind of discuss the moral of the story here. Number one, you've got to build a great team. If it were up to me, even with everything I know, even with some of what I would have been pursuing being a direct contradiction to what I would advise somebody else to do, because there was so much personal emotion wrapped into the decision, my team helped me see that my personal choices were heading down the wrong path. That would have been bad for me, okay? Because I'm convinced through just having conversations with them that 12 months or 24 months or 36 months down the road, I'll be able to find a property that's of equivalent value to me, meaning I love it just as much. It's got all the same advantages that that property had, but I'll spend $50,000 or $100,000 or $150,000 less than I would here. The fact is the numbers don't lie, and things are changing. Things are changing right now. And in a market like that, even as popular as Colorado has become, the mountain communities with price tags over $500,000 is becoming more and more soft. And so there are some signs now that we'll be able to do even better down the road. Now, does that mean I'm not going out and investing? Absolutely not. It doesn't mean that I'm not investing. It means that I'm putting my investments into other things. And it also means that I haven't stopped going out and pursuing the debt weapons that we're looking to acquire to make this purchase. Well, obviously, it will probably be a different house unless they come back and kind of change their tune. But I'm still going out and getting those capital accounts because I want to be able to make the move right away. And so when you don't need the money, the banks generally like to give it to you more often than when you really need the money, okay? And I don't know if that's something to do with Parkinson's law or Murphy's law or whatever law is there, but when you come in with desperation, with that scent of desperation on you, the banks usually end up swaying the other way more often, Okay, so we want to try and continue to pursue this stuff when we really don't need it at all. And that's what we're going to be doing now. And I literally just got a text from my agent, who basically was the reason that this deal isn't going to go forward. And it said, just wait for the next big bloodbath. Now, of course, if something happens before the bloodbath, then we're going to buy. This is not a recommendation for you to sit back and do nothing until the market shifts. What it means is position yourself. Position yourself to strike when an opportunity presents itself at any time, whether that's a month from now or a year from now or 5 years from now. And so that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm obviously sad. I'm frustrated. I literally was visioning us there. And so it's tough. It's a tough loss. And I'm going to link a video in the description to Alex Becker's recent video that I watched this morning, and it ironically hit really close to home. Now, if you're anti-profanity, if you're sensitive to that, you're probably going to want to stay away from Alex Becker's content and channel. But if you're okay with some profanity, basically what you're going to hear in that message is that you have to separate your emotion from your decision making, that it will not generally lead you down the right path. And if you're sensitive to your feelings and that's how you're making your decisions, then you will definitely stunt your growth. And I think it's done in a fairly aggressive, slap in the face sort of way. He's even comparing that to telling people when they're unfit, out of shape, obese, and telling people when they are not taking great care of themselves and their health, meaning sobriety and substance abuse. You know, if you're unwilling to have those difficult conversations with people, then what kind of a friend are you? What kind of a mentor or a coach are you? So we can't be as concerned about hurting people's feelings if we're also concerned about optimizing our performances. So don't be worried about your feelings. You want people around you to tell you what you need to know versus what you want to hear. So build a great team. That's the takeaway from today's video. Also, never stop looking for your next collection of debt weapons and capital so that you can strike when the iron's hot and you always have liquidity. Make sure you check out all the other videos on this channel. If you don't have a D behind your subscribe button, then you need to make sure you push it. Also, tap that bell as well. It'll let you know every time we post a new video so that you can stay on top of really all of these various case studies and live examples of what we're living through and how we're building wealth, how we've created 7 figures per month, and how you can do the same. I guess that would be 7 figures per year at this point, 6 figures per month. Let me correct that. And guys, we also offer 1 free coaching session to each and every one of you. You can grab that from the description below as well, freecoachingcalendar.com. And yeah, until we see you on the next video, please make sure you smash that like button. If you want us to continue to make more of these videos, we've got to see the love. That's how we know, that's how YouTube knows and can share it with other people, and we all benefit. So guys, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for being part of the journey. And until then, make it a great day today and take care.